It is nearly time again for September Mascot Madness, the second one that I have done over on twitch.tv/ShaunosaurusRex. It tips off on August 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. If you would like to participate in this year's tournament, you can head on over to challenge.com/ it's a nice easy URL this time. It's just SMM2020. You can see it right there, and you can fill out a bracket. But to get you excited for this next tournament, I have picked the 5 best games from March Mascot Madness number 2. For the 4th best matchup, we're going to jump all the way ahead to the Sweet 16 and check out a matchup between Florida and Kentucky. As we get set for Florida and Kentucky, we're going to Frank O'Connell Center in Gainesville, Florida. Florida, a very important team, remember that. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're like, yeah, you just said that like 30 seconds ago. If you're watching this on Twitch, it's been 6 hours. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that long, but point still remains. Florida, important team. Florida and Kentucky both play in the SEC. Kentucky wins the tip, and UK versus UF is off to the races. Game number 5 here. The 2 games that matter the most, as Florida steals the ball away, are the first part of this, and unfortunately, like I was saying before the break, unfortunately the brackets got fucking destroyed this time around. So there's a shot that is up and good. So 2-2 here. So usually I hope that everyone who's filled out a bracket, and I steal by Florida off the or Kentucky rather, off the inbound pass. I usually hope that everybody has at least like a shot at it, or a team in play that can make some disruptions. Backcourt violation. We see that pretty frequently. But unfortunately, this isn't the case. A couple people have teams that can make it pretty far, but a couple people are pretty much done as well. We have Kentucky with another steal. That is 3 steals for Kentucky. Florida got out to a quick lead, and now all of a sudden is down 4. But hopefully everybody still had fun though, because I certainly do. I love doing these tournaments. I think they're a lot of fun. I think that doing the bracket stuff adds an element of like, oh, I care about this, you know. And that would be the same for regular March Madness if it were happening. You'd watch a random game, you're like, well, I picked this team, so might as well root for them, get into it a little bit more. Kentucky takes another shot, misses. Florida looking cool back in the backcourt. They are down 4, so maybe don't worry about the dribbling fancy until you're leading the game. Just about 2 minutes gone here. Florida, let's see. Let's give you a quick little recap while they're at the free throw line. Tracking Florida, they beat NC State by 6, and they beat Wisconsin by 6. So they are a 6-point win team. Kentucky took care of Auburn and then took care of Mississippi State. Neither of those final scores are particularly close. I guess they're 8-point victories for Kentucky. So neither one of these teams really involved in a blowout. Of course, sometimes the final score can be a little misleading. I don't remember their games off the top of my head, but oh, that is an errant pass that is somewhat magically picked up by Kentucky, and they are out to a touchdown lead, 10-3. While I make a quick note here, Florida works it up the backcourt, throws it inside, and there's a nice jam home. Kentucky really didn't have much of an option there, but to just say, you know what, you can have it. You go ahead, you sir, you posterize me. Posterize me like you've never posterized anyone before. Nice shot by Kentucky to push the lead back out to 7. Okay. Back in. 12-7 here. Cut down to 5. Florida scoring some points. I almost turned the light off for some bizarre reason. I was like, oh, you know what? I guess I'm done. Should probably just turn that light off now. No, we have many more games here. We have another probably 2 hours of this stream to go. Been streaming for Oh. At this point, I've been streaming for 8 hours. Play about 5 hours of Doom. Breaks here and there. Shot is good. So Florida sliced it down to 3. Was 7. Kentucky gone a little cold from the field. Florida taking advantage. Florida, very nice looking mascot. Their kind of weird grandpa hat. With their orange shirt with their just big F on it. They're saying F's in the chat, you know. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a joke until Call of Duty. Oh my god. That is a goaltend if I have ever seen it. Florida with one of the more colorful courts. It looks nice, mainly because they have a nice logo. It also is a little busy. Because it says Gators, it says Florida Gators on the court. It has 3 logos, just in case you are looking between the, 4% of this court that doesn't say Florida or Gators or have their logo. You always know, You always are like, oh man, scanning this floor, okay, I think I'm watching the Gators. And then you see it in the midcourt, you're like, okay, I'm definitely watching the Gators. Hung up on the inside. Nice little layup there. I do like that the inside between the key and the 3-point line is colored. And I appreciate that it is opposite on each side. I think that's great. Stripped away, not stolen though. Loose ball created, but jammed home after it was picked up by a Florida Gator. So it was a 3-point Kentucky lead. And another steal by Florida there. Got one quick pass off to the right. Oh, so that'll be a defensive foul. Player injury, number 22 is going to come off the floor here. Which means we'll get one of our intensity shots. The Wildcat kind of looks like he has like a weird-ass old man beard, Yeah, like an 1870s prospector. Oh, made one, missed the second. So it'll remain a 2-point lead. Another steal by Florida. They're looking good here. That shot is up, but no good. It couldn't rattle it home. They couldn't get that one to drop either. Oh my goodness. Florida. There's a deep 3 from Kentucky. They bury it. 19-14. Nice steal by Kentucky. Again up for 3. Good. Offensive rebound's going to lead to a foul. And 2 from the line. That was how Kentucky got out to their lead earlier. A couple of steals that led to some quick points. Florida, though, has fought back. We almost had another football score, but instead we don't. We have a 20-14 game as Florida, an offensive player, put a move on the Kentucky defender. I say offensive player because it sounds weird to say the Florida offender. I'm like, oh, okay. Florida man offended the defender. That was not a... That was okay. Not a goaltending, but then was a goaltending. Goaltending is just any time the shot is on the way down. So a little late on that block, so it'll give Kentucky 2 more points. Kentucky has 4 points on goaltends so far. Which conveniently is the lead. Their lead is based on goaltends. Not really. Florida has done a great job, though, keeping it close. They were down early, 10-3. Kentucky working it inside. That's a double team. That's a strip. Oh, they couldn't. Florida just couldn't get it to go down. They had another, and the wide open guy down by the baseline just didn't give him the ball. Instead, it switches into a double team. Back out. Gators doing well defensively here. little flip up and that'll go down. So 24-18 will erase any hopes of a 23-19 White Sox commemorative game. Ten-second backcourt violation. Kentucky will turn the ball over. Or take the ball away, I guess. As a flip inside with double team, the ball gets stripped. It's a deep two. It's good. 26-18. Florida's gotten close, but they have slipped a little bit here. Back across. There's a steal again from Kentucky that has been a trouble spot. There's a deep three. It's up and no good. The offensive tip in is no good. Yet again, another offensive attempt is no good. That's a dangerous spot for Kentucky where they took that ball away, though, because they have had a steal or two that has been in their possession that is immediately a backcourt because they're right on that free throw or the midcourt line. Florida with a nice little inside move there. Makes it 26-20. Shot is up, but no good. Still be a 2 attempts from the line. Still be 2 attempts from the line. And there is 28-20. So 1.5 minutes to go here, an 8-point deficit for the Florida Gators, who have kept it close but have had some key turnovers that have allowed Kentucky to get some fast points and build their lead. Block there, or maybe not even a block, just got in the way. Kentucky off the glass and good. Leads 30-20. 69 seconds remaining. Another steal by Kentucky, and they can get another quick basket. No, just rolls off the rim, no good. I'm surprised Kentucky hasn't stuck with the full court press a little more consistently. They're getting a lot of turnovers off of Florida, and they're able to convert them for points pretty consistently. But they keep switching on and off. Not terribly worried about it, I guess. They make the free throw to make it a 3-point play. 7-point game, 50 seconds remaining. Florida's going to work with a little bit of a full court defense. Kind of met them. I guess that's like a 3/4 court. Maybe a 66.7 quarter or percentage court. 2/3 court. Court. Oh. Nothing going there for Kentucky. Florida can cut it down to 5 here. They can also hold for the last shot. I doubt they will. Back across. Ran over, just bowled over that defender. They're going to get a deep 2 off. It's good. It counts. So Florida at the buzzer cuts it to 5, 30-25, and they get the ball back. They can slice this to 2. They're going to give it a shot. They'll get it. 30-28. So, wow. It was, what, 30-20? Not too long ago. Florida's cut it down to a 2-point lead here. Beginning stages, second half. Kentucky back out for 3. They are short. Florida opportunity to tie. Take the point. Take the lead with a 3. That's exactly what they'll do. Bang it at home. Wow. Yeah, it was 30-20. Florida went on a 5-0 run right at the end of the half. And they are on a 6-0 run here to start the second half. So an 11-0 run will give them the lead. Kentucky will kind of stop the bleeding. They'll work with the full court defense. This has been effective against the Florida offensive sets. They've turned the ball over a number of times. Not that time. Nothing going there. Nothing going there either. So Florida got the lead and then gave it back and couldn't hit the free throws. Kentucky hits a 2. Regains their lead, pushes it back out to 3. Tried to get the steal there, but the Wildcats just missed. But they get it on the next pass. Quick pass inside. It's going to be a foul. Kentucky's going to the line. First team foul for Florida here in the second half. The front end, no good off that left iron. Just can't get it to drop. Nobody can hit the free throws here in the second half. Kentucky makes 1. Actually, that's not true. I think Kentucky made 2 free throws like a minute ago. My memory, very good. Kentucky looking for a little mid-court trap there. Florida working it around. The circus shot is no good. Instead, they'll go to the line for 2, 35-32. 3-point game, 2-point game, 35-33. Florida crowd into it and let that Kentucky offensive player just free. Nice defensive collapse by Florida to get a good block there. Going to pass out for a deep 2, and that's good. So I'll push the lead back up to 4. 2-possession game here. Steal right off the inbound. Kentucky can try and get some quick points here. They had a wide open guy for a 3 on the left side. They just did throw it to him. Pass it inside into a double team. Kind of warping around here. Nice steal by, I believe it's Alfie, the alligator. I could have just made that up. I have no idea. Don't even know why I said it. Florida's going back to the line yet again. Their shots are true. So a much more competitive second half here. Florida's done a good job, but even though they've fallen behind, they were down by 7 pretty early. They were down by 10 later in the first half. They've fought back. They took a lead at one point. They did give it right back pretty much immediately. The 3-point game now. Kentucky goes 1 for 2 from the line. Stripped away by Kentucky. They do get a hold of the loose ball. That's been Florida's Achilles heel. They do turn their Achilles heel into a strength there, taking the ball away from Kentucky. So kind of just a wash there in the last 2 offensive possessions for each team, or 1 offensive possession. Defensive foul. It'll be a block, so it'll be a 13 foul. It was just a foul on the floor, so no free throws. I'll just take it in from the sideline. Florida down 1, stealing the ball away yet again, working it up the floor. Into a double team. Kentucky doing a great job at getting turnovers. Nice block there. It's going to be a foul. Kentucky has 4 team fouls here in the second half already, and there aren't even 4 minutes gone off that clock. That could be an issue depending on how the rest of this shakes out. Florida getting a couple of shots there. They just couldn't tie it, couldn't take the lead, couldn't do anything there. That's a 3 for Kentucky. It's no good. Defensive rebound, Florida. They'll push their way up the court. I mean, I guess it depends on how you want to look at it. If you're rooting for Kentucky, if they, fall behind, they can immediately put Florida on the line when they get to 17 fouls, or it could kind of goof them a little bit, because we have seen inbound passes be intercepted, and especially for Kentucky, they have or intercepted inbound passes, and that might be a viable way to steal a possession or two toward the end of the game. At the current second, it doesn't matter. They are up 3. That missed shot, though. They've been getting turnovers, but they haven't been as good about converting on them. So it remains a 3-point game. Florida has that 11-0 run to thank for this game being as competitive as it is, because it was not looking great with about a minute or so left in the first half. And it was 30-20. A quick 5-0 run to end the first half, a quick 6-0 run to start the second half. Put them right back in it. Kentucky hasn't been as hot as they were at the start of the game. They've been getting turnovers there, and there's another one. It's a weird little flip alley-oop sort of thing. Pushes the lead to 4. They'll switch back to that press. Forces an errant pass, and that's stolen away. This is what Kentucky's been good at. They've done this a couple of times where they've forced Florida into turnovers on multiple possessions in a row. Quick shot is up and good, so up to a 6-point lead. They'll continue with that defensive style here. Almost dribbled it out of bounds, almost stepped out of bounds. There's another steal. That's 3 in a row, 3 possessions in a row for the Florida Gators that have turned the ball over. They've been good on the defensive side, forcing shots that don't go down. That's not one of those. Kentucky builds an 8-point lead with under 4 to go. Kentucky's still working with their defensive scheme. Couldn't get the steal that time. Instead, Florida will break through and get an easy dunk. Game is stuck. Take a drink if you need it. Crack. Oh, and a deep shot clock shot that doesn't go down. Usually those are pretty good about finding the nylon. That one didn't, but Florida does on the other end with under 3 minutes to go. They've cut the lead down to 4. For as good as Kentucky's been on defense and the number of turnovers that they have created, they have had stretches where they've gone just totally cold, and Florida's caught a little bit of heat, and then there's an errant pass to just no one. There were 2 players there, and neither of them knew what to do. Flipping inside. No good. There's a shot that's off the bottom of the rim. No good. 48-44. Shot is up. No good, though. Kentucky and Florida just trading missed shots. 7. Okay. Got about 2 seconds left to get that ball over the midcourt line. Kentucky passes it up, out of bounds, Florida ball. Kentucky is doing everything in their power to let Florida hang around. It could be their undoing. Florida, though, not really doing a great job of taking advantage of Kentucky letting them hang around. A lot of misses up and down the stretch here. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, that should be a make. That is a goaltend by an absolutely ginormous Wildcat. That guy is roughly 6'9". He's wide open down in the lane. The Florida defender just skated out of the way. He T-posed on his way out. He's like, I'm good. T-pose. Hang on, my arms. T-pose. So a 4-point game here. If Florida can cut it to 2, there's no reason for them to foul on the ensuing possession. Or cut it to a 1-point, or 1-score game rather. 2 points, 1 point, doesn't really matter. 50-46. Coming down to the wire here. There's a fadeaway for Florida, and that was a big shot there. That was a deep 2. No reason to foul. Plenty of time. 14-second difference between shot and game clock. If you're Florida, you just need one good defensive possession. Force them deep in the shot clock. You can also force them to do that. The offensive rebound isn't great. The turnover is terrific, though. That was about perfect if you were Florida. I mean, you didn't want to give up a shot that early or that easily necessarily, but an offensive foul is called. Oh no, Florida. Florida, no. An offensive foul. We've seen a lot of those. There's no reason. Well, okay, there's no shot clock. Never mind. Florida needs one turnover here. Defensive foul, Kentucky. That was an awful time to get an offensive foul call if you're Florida. Though Kentucky repays them by missing the free throw. Okay, 17 seconds remaining. Florida can go for the tie. Ooh, boy, almost stolen. 3 wins it, 2 ties it. See what they have for us. Under 6 to go here. 4, 3, 2, 1. They got it at the buzzer. Florida is going to move on with 1.2 remaining. Kentucky will take a timeout. I don't think they'll be able to get a shot up and get one to go down. Kentucky. Got to throw it deep. It is stolen away by Florida, and that is the winner. Wow. 51-50. Florida moves on. Florida was able to capitalize on their game-winning shot with that 1.2 seconds remaining by advancing all the way to the final before losing to Louisville and nabbing second place. And they will take on Cincinnati on day number 4 in game number 2. As for Kentucky, they'll look to not lose at the buzzer against Iowa State in the 6th game of day number 4. So where do you think these teams will finish in this September's tournament? Remember to go on over to challenge.com, again right there, and fill out a bracket. And then tune in to twitch.tv/JonosaurusRex starting August 29th at 4 p.m. Pacific time to catch every one of these 64 games live. We will be back next week with another entry in the top 5 March Mascot Madness II games.